Be honest with yourself. If you don't have the money or the credit, you have to start at the very bottom. And I put very there for a reason. Everybody got to start at the bottom. The people who try to start at the top are the people who fail the quickest. But if you come in with a little money, a little credit, you're starting at the bottom. But the people who have no money and no credit, you got to start at the very bottom. You'll be surprised how many people come to me and say, man, Mark, I want to start my box truck business, but man, my credit messed up. I ain't got no money, man. How should I go about it? What do you mean, how should you go about it? You got to get your credit right and you need to get your bread up. But man, so-and-so, listen. Don't tell me what so-and-so said. Stop coming to me with that bullshit for a bullshit miracle, because I don't have one. I don't have a miracle for you. If you don't have credit and you don't have bread, it's going to take for you to start a box truck business is a miracle, and I don't have one for you. You got to have credit. You got to have bread, because you need equipment. Whether you rent the equipment, whether you buy the equipment, it takes money. And if you don't have money, but you have credit, then you can use that. But if you don't have neither, then you have to start from the very bottom. Mark, what do you mean the very bottom? You have to utilize what you have to get you to where you want to get to. When I started in a pickup truck. I already had a pickup truck, and it wasn't even a pickup truck that you should be hauling stuff in. I had a Chevy Avalanche. A Chevy Avalanche doesn't have a full bed. It does not have a full bed like a Silverado or a F-150 or a Ram. It was deemed at that time as a luxury pickup truck, the equivalent to an Escalade EXT. It did not have a full bed. I made the best out of that Chevy Avalanche. I made that Chevy Avalanche work. I made it work for me. I made so much money in that damn Avalanche, it's pathetic. I started off doing single deliveries, went from there, people calling me, well, man, I see you got a pickup truck, but I don't have that much stuff. It's just a dorm. Everything should fit in the pickup truck. I moved the stuff here in my dad's pickup truck. Started doing little small dorm moves. Then people started calling me for 1-bedrooms. My marketing always said pickup truck. Guy with a pickup truck. We'll move your small items with a pickup truck. Man, I got a 1-bedroom, but I don't have that much stuff. Whatever don't fit, I'll just toss it. Why were those people calling me? Because they didn't have the money to pay a traditional mover. I would strap the mattress to the top of the hood of the damn truck. I would put the box spring on top so when the wind hit it, that mattress wouldn't flap up in the air. So you put the box spring on top, you come with the ratchet straps, ratchet through the window, ratchet it down. So now I got the whole cargo area for boxes and miscellaneous stuff. Yeah, it would take time packing it, had to play Tetris. But at the end of the day, me getting started, I didn't have the money or even the knowledge at that point to even know to go rent a truck. And even if I would have had the knowledge to go rent a truck, I wouldn't have been able to do it anyway because I didn't have the money. I used what I had. So if you don't have the credit, if you don't have the money, you got to use what you have. If you have a car, right, you can go to companies like T-Force or companies like US Pack or companies like Spoke, and they have routes you can do in your car. You're making money and you're learning the logistics business from a smaller scale. And then from there, you can save and work your way up. And then there's people who have a little money, they just have just enough. If you have just enough to get into this business, that's not enough. Let me repeat that. If you have just enough to get into this business, that's not enough. You need working capital. You need working capital. You need money to carry you over at least 6 months. And if you don't have 6 months, at least 3 months. So you have to be honest with yourself. If you have 2 months, then you know what? Why don't you wait another 2 months till you scrape up enough money or save enough money to have 3 or 4 months? You got to be honest with yourself. Some people don't have no patience, no discipline. If you don't have the work ethic, you're not going to put in the work, and you want to jump the gun because you're not honest with yourself, then you're never going to build a business to $1 million, because these are principles that a person who is scaling up to $1 million has.